What's up, guys? Harwell Carbon Customs here, and as you can see, I got another knife to show, man. Been kind of adding up knives here, trying to get my YouTube stuff together, so I've got a few to show all at once. This is what I call the Whitetail Skinner. It has a custom sheath, as you can see. We'll get to that in a minute. This is like my other knives that I've made. 5160 spring steel. Started out larger than a 1/4 inch. I had to kind of plane that out a little bit and flatten the steel. But it's at least a 1/4 inch thick. My mark there kind of got a little bit fuzzy. Let's see if I can get that to focus there. Got a little bit fuzzy on the mark there, but it's all good. Just it is what it is. Got the deep dish chain ring bolts holding it all together. On these 5160 knives, guys, I am epoxying the handle to the blade. That way I can't get any deterioration in there with moisture or anything, even though it's got the chain ring bolts on there. I just thought it would be, good practice to do that. The knife would hold up longer through some abuse. High mirror polish. Really like this one. This was the second knife I ever made from scratch. Just something about drawing it out on a block of metal and then turning it into something. It's just something about it it's got me hooked, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Anyway, no spacers. It's a black burlap handle. I went down to the fabric store, got some black burlap, put some epoxy resin on it. Really down with it. I don't know if you saw my Sergeant shank, but you could see down in that resin, and you could see down in the depths of the burlap and stuff. You can't do this on this, but the burlap that came to the surface does have some little streaks and colors going through. You can see some kind of reddy green looking stuff going through there. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm really down with this sucker. Sharp. And if you need a Skinner, this would be it right here. Let me tell you, I actually dropped this during production, and it made a little divot in the slab in my garage. I mean, it crumpled the tip a little bit. I fixed it, but it crumpled the tip a little bit. But it didn't crack. It didn't chip. It chipped the concrete. That's about it. Anyway, I've got a guy that makes knife sheaths for me. I send my knives out. I've got a couple of deals here. The guy that turned me on to making knives was a customer at work, and one of the first sheaths he ever showed me had a stainless steel belt clip on it, guys. That made a lot of sense to me. That thing's sharp. That thing's sharp. That thing's stout. You don't have to take your belt off to put this one on. It's all hand tooled. I can pretty much tell them what I want on the face of it. This is one of the fancy ones. Most of the time I get them plain, but I wanted to see what the guy could do, and he did it right. Look at that. These rivets that go inside, he put a leather liner so it won't scratch up the blade. He's got some pins in there for support where you drop the knife in. The good thing about this is that it's made for this knife. I don't know if you can see that right there. It's not. No other knife's going to fit in there, and if it does, it's not going to fit like this one. You can put it in. It's got good retention. If the retention ever loosens up, this is leather. What you do is you just kind of press it back down in there like that. Put it back in. You've got tight retention. Anyway, I really like this one. This is one of the first and the most complete that I've done. I've made the Sergeant shank after this one. I haven't had the holster made. I've got another one coming from the leather shop. The guy that made the sheath made one. I've got a black burlap chrome cleaver coming, and it's got a cross pull. You pull it from the left to the right when you take it out of the holster. It's pretty bad. Anyway, that'll be the next one you see. As soon as he gets the sheath ready, I'll go ahead and set up the video. I'll be dropping Sergeant Shank off to have a sheath made this week. You know, if you like what I'm doing, man, subscribe to my channel. Hit me up on Gearbastion. Go to YouTube. Go to Google Plus. I'm trying to get out there, trying to show people what I'm doing. If you like this kind of stuff right here, let me know, man. Hit me up. Later.